Katrina, hasn't this punishment gone on long enough? She has not been given any food since yesterday morning. The point was to make her comfortable, to never want to venture out of her bedroom, not make her want to retaliate,
said Desmond. He was sitting at the head of the table the next day after Allesandra was punished by his wife. He was certain the little freedom he gave Allesandra to ride around yesterday would have been enough to satisfy her curiosity about seeing the outside world. Now, Katrina made his plan backfire. She was disrespectful, therefore she needed to be punished. You know how much I hate pets. Kate has been begging to get a small dog like the rest of her friends, but I have repeatedly told her no. It wouldn't be fair for Allesandra to have one and not Kate, Katrina replied. I agree with Mother. If Allesandra gets to keep the cat, then I shall have a dog, Father. Pretty please, Kate started to beg. All her friends had the same small, fluffy dog, and she was the only one without. It was embarrassing. She should have whatever they have. Not a chance, Kate. I am going to get rid of that animal. Allesandra will have food when she is ready to apologize for her behavior. Katrina looked at her husband. She was putting her foot down this time and doing as she pleased with Allesandra.
I don't disagree with you getting rid of the animal, but I wanted Allesandra to be satisfied enough with being outside to stay in her room. Had you sent the food to her room the night of the party, she wouldn't have met with the Duke.
Desmond sighed, rubbing his temple. He heard nothing from Duke Edgar regarding Allesandra, which was a good thing. However, he was nervous about the information he gave to the Duke. Was it worth something? It's not fair. Allesandra got to speak with the Duke. Well, I hardly spoke to him. I got dressed up for him and it went to waste. He's so hard to please, Kate grumbled, stuffing her face with a biscuit. Kate, do not eat so quickly as you'll choke. And lay off the flour. We do not need you gaining too much weight. It is up to you to find a good husband to restore our finances. There will still be a chance for you to capture the Duke's attention. Who else can rival you? Katrina thought highly of her daughter's looks and was confident enough that there would be no one else for the Duke to marry but Kate. It would have to be the princess wishing to marry the Duke, but even then, Katrina would still view Kate as the better choice. The ball is in a few days, and the Duke will be in attendance like every year. Your father has already received his invitation, and I have a dress picked out for you. You have to practice your etiquette again and make sure you leave an impression on him. If not, you'll have to marry one of the other offers you got, said Katrina. None of them are better than the Duke. I would be a duchess when I marry the Duke. Can you imagine it, Mother? Kate smiled, picturing herself in that position. She knew she was destined for great things that would happen after becoming a duchess. Katrina smiled along with Kate, enjoying how determined her daughter was. She knew Kate would never fail her. If Kate married the Duke, her status would elevate past being the wife of a baron. She would be the mother of a duchess. Prepare well, Kate. I will.
You better,
Desmond warned his youngest. They were putting a lot of money into dressing Kate for the Duke. Katrina assured them they would get the money back when the Duke offered them gifts for their daughter. Baron? A maid approached the table with her head low. What on earth are you doing? It is a rule that our breakfast is not meant to be interrupted by anyone. Where is the butler? Katrina grilled the maid. She set rules for there to be order in the home, and lately, every rule was being broken.
The butler went out to run an errand for me, Katrina. It must be something important for the maid to come here. What is it?
Desmond placed his cup down and waited. Duke Edgar Collins is here to pay a visit to you, Baron. He is here with his butler. The Duke? Kate exclaimed, almost choking on a piece of bread. Mother? She looked to her right. I was not aware that he would be visiting. Desmond, did you know of this? Katrina looked at her husband. There was so much she would have done if she knew the Duke would be paying their house a visit. Desmond was just as surprised as everyone else to hear the Duke was here. Edgar did not leave the party looking too happy after he was given the information about the missing girls. Was Edgar here to kill him? Or maybe there was a chance he was here for Kate.
What are you doing standing here? Send the Duke in right away.
Desmond ordered the maid. It wasn't right to keep the Duke waiting for so long. Should I change quickly? Kate stood, unsure of what to do. She knew she looked good, but was this good enough to impress Edgar? Sit down. If you run away now and return, it'll be too obvious to Edgar you went and changed. You must not let him know you changed clothes just to impress him. Remember to do as you were taught, Katrina said as she fixed her appearance by looking at her reflection in a glass. Kate did the same to fix anything wrong with what she was wearing. She pushed the biscuits away, regretting how much she had been eating. He's here, she whispered as Edgar entered the room, followed by the man everyone knew to be his butler. There were boxes in the butler's hands, which made Kate wonder if the Duke had brought them gifts, and if so, what was the reason?
Good morning, Duke Edgar. To what do I owe this lovely visit?
Desmond stood up to greet Edgar. He extended out his hand to shake with Edgar, but it was left hanging in the air.
Young master,
Alfred took a step closer to Edgar.
you are here to marry his daughter. Be nice.
He whispered softly. On the inside, Edgar rolled his eyes, but on the outside, he gave the Baron a smile and shook his hand.
I have something to discuss with you, Baron.
Should we go to my study to talk?
Desmond pointed in that direction. He was curious about what the butler told Edgar to make him shake his hand.
No, it is something to discuss with your entire family.
Looking at the table, Edgar didn't miss how the table was only set for 3 people, which meant Allesandra did not eat with her family.
Entire family?
Desmond looked back at Katrina.
I see. Please have a seat. Would you like something to eat?
No,
Edgar held up his hand to stop the Baron.
I have already eaten.
Edgar sat down in an empty seat, purposely avoiding the looks Kate was giving him.
Baron, you must be aware of the rumors that I am looking for a wife. After some time to think, I have made up my mind to marry your daughter, Allesandra.
Edgar wanted to get this out of the way quickly to see what his future wife was doing.